Good morning. Right, I'm going to do another local one today. I decided to knock the Hexham trip back again because there was bad wind forecast up there and it would have been crap for recording. So I'm going to do a all trails route. It's called Herrington Country Park, Penshaw Monument and Mount Pleasant Circular. So I've parked at Herrington Country Park. Free car park, but one thing I'll say about this place is the sun is just coming up here now and there's already a canny few cars here because it's get popular with dog walkers and that. But I'm just waiting for the sun to come up because I'm getting here a little bit early. It's just starting to come up and we'll head up towards Penshaw Monument first and then drop down into a wooded area, come along past the golf course and stuff, past the river, back up towards Penshaw Monument, and then the last bit of it is actually a mile or two around Herrington Country Park. But I've done this about 5 or 6 times in the past, and I'm not going to do that bit on the video. I'm just going to come straight back to the car because, like I say, it's get popular area with dog walkers and that, and you see we don't like people. It's still half asleep, man. I forgot to mention it's about 7.5 mile the actual full route, but we're going to knock probably a mile or two off at the end. What I'd suggest is, if you plan on coming doing this, is make sure you wear appropriate footwear because some parts of this trail are an absolute dirt fest. I've banged the scarpers on this morning because it'll be a good test of how to hold up in muddy as shit fields. Anybody local to the area who's been up here before, which I'd imagine 99% of people have, they'll know these steps up to it are a bit of a pull. Whenever I come somewhere the night before, I like to try and do a bit of research about things. So I found some interesting facts out about this. Like, it's not called Penshaw Monument, it's called the Earl of Derham's Monument. It was named after John George Lambton, who was also known as Radical Jack, which is a mint name. It was built in 1844, which seems mad, like, because from the look of it you'd think it was like in ancient times. I've just got a kestrel hovering here, beauty that. And what happened was the locals had a bit of a whip round and they paid for it to honour this Earl. So that's pretty interesting. Obviously it became known as Penshaw Monument because it sits on Penshaw Hill. But I learned some interesting shit about it. Like, once I get up here to the columns, I'll tell you another little fact. Tell you now what I'm talking about sometimes. Nice being the first one up this morning. I don't know how good this sunrise is going to be. Like, there's a load of cloud on. When I was younger, I remember hearing rumours that you could get up the top of this, stand at the top, walk along and that. And the staircase to get up the top is actually behind this door. And you could go up by yourself right up until 1926. But unfortunately, a 15-year-old lad, he's called George Stevenson, he actually fell from the top of here and died. So after that, they stopped people going up, and you can only get up now with a tour from the National Trust. So that's a bit disappointing, right? Like to get up there, it's pretty impressive. 66 feet high, but if you fall from that, game over, like. I'm not going to hang around here, like. That's probably the best we're going to get in the way of a sunrise. There's how much cloud on, so I'll press on. Bit bly up there. Oh, there's a squirrel. See if I can get it. Why not likely? Right, so after you've left the back of Penshaw Monument, you'll follow this bit field track down. Somewhere down there you'll hang a left. That'll take you into the wooded area. This gate's frazzled. I know that. I normally walk a bit further down and then hang a left like, but I might just drop down here. Max the odds, to be honest like. Can't get anywhere to yourself. Across this horse field down there. And that should take us down towards the golf course. Hear that weatherman wants sacking, don't he? So when I checked the weather last night, it said it was going to high down, absolutely pissing down this morning, 30 mile an hour wind, tell us to be wrapping up and to be wearing gloves. And when I've come out, it's feckin' boiling.
We're going through the Connie Lick. Yeah.
Lost the ball. Golf course. He's still looking for the ball. Rabbit running down this track here. Before I forget, right, I want to see if our Michael remembers this, because I know he watches all the videos. When we were kids, the very first time that I went up to Penshaw Monument, my Uncle John took us up, and I was probably only about 7 or 8 or something, so Mike might have only been 6. And I always remember that I was running through the trees and all that, and I come across this massive John Rambo knife in a case, and it was just lying there. And my Uncle John took it off us, like, obviously, but I was always get skits thinking like there was somebody hiding in the trees with a knife watching people and stuff, and it get bothered us for ages afterwards. I just want to know if he remembers that. Like, I always get confused at this bit. I don't know, I can't remember if I can down there or do I can further around there. Oh, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go. I definitely didn't go this way last time, but I'm gonna go this way this time. Kid hell, man, I've just looked down there, nearly absolutely passed me pants. What's that all about, like? Ugh. Fuck off. This is the right way. So you can get off to the right there, or you can just continue straight down on the left, down to the river. I tend to go to the right, because you'll get some nice little steppies coming down. Further along, it takes you down onto the river. Once you get down onto the river area and you start heading towards Cox Green and that, you'll see loads of dog walkers, loads. So I'm going to take this opportunity up here in the sheltered area to have a Jimmy Riddle, because the last thing I want to be doing is getting me chapstick out in front of dog walkers. Fallen tree yet? Hell, the force that was needed to crack that, that's unbelievable. Figures out. The aforementioned steps that'll take you down and round onto the river. So you come off the steps here and then you're greeted with this. And I've had some brilliant experiences down here first thing on the morning with the mist and that coming up from the water. Not this morning, but at least it's dry. And now just follow this along to Cox Green towards the little ponds and stuff. So this whole stretch along here is sometimes where it can be thicker mud, and there's another little bit section when we head back up towards Penshaw Monument way further on that's usually muddy as out. It's not too bad today. I've got my scarpers on, but probably not needed. There's the odd puddle and that here and there, but normally it's like that all the way along. I mean, I might have spoke a bit too soon because it is getting thick now. walking fuel. Aye, take note, because rivers can be mega dangerous, and the sea, because she is a cruel mistress. Ah, here, looks like they're well on the way to doing this up here. The few times that I've been past before, this was run down as out. It's absolute shithole. I mean, the roof's still caved in there, but I've often walked past and seen guys working like they've been on ages with this. Aye, coming on, Canny. I saw, as I said earlier, I knocked the Hexham one back again this morning because of the wind forecast. I don't mind going out and doing local ones in bad weather, but I don't want to risk driving all the way up there to get some shit quality footage, because I noticed when I did the Crossfell one, it was blowing a gale and the sound was crap when I was up the tops. I've got a medium mod and it's got a dead cat mic on, which will hide some of it, hide some wind but not all of it. So I just didn't want to risk standing up if it was going to be blowing a gale. As it turns out, the weather's actually alright. You know, there was heavy rain forecast for later on in the morning up there, but I might have missed it, but I just didn't think it was worth the risk, because I'm looking forward to going up there again. I was lucky enough to see it before it was cut down, the sycamore tree. But it's not just for the tree, you know, like the whole area is great. It's a class walk, brilliant views. So I'm just going to keep it under wraps for now until I get a window in the weather, and then I'll be up. But if anyone's got any suggestions for like local routes and that, stick it in the comments and I'll take it into consideration. Aye, that's not fucking skitsy, is it? Tell you what I hate, joggers, not trackies, like runners, joggers, people who's jogging and fell runners. Possibly the most pig ignorant people you'll ever come across when you're out. 3 or 4 people jog past us and every single one of them completely blanked us, like gives a courtesy nod or say good morning, and then you get people who's out walking the dogs, they'll stop and have a bit chat with you. But joggers, man, who do you think you are, man? Another thing I forgot to mention about this route is there's loads and loads of opportunities to cut it short if you can't be bothered to do the whole route, because there's still a tiny bit left on this. I reckon there's probably about 2 or 3 miles left easy on this, but you can just cut through all these little bits here. There's loads of them like that, and it'll take you back up to Penshaw. Whoa. So the next half mile or so, we're going to be walking through Fatfield Estate and doing a bit of road walking. So I'm not going to record any footage here because it'll be proper cack, but we'll pick back up under the bridge at Penshaw. Penshaw's up that way, obviously. Hang right here. You've now got to navigate up this awful rotten bank. Oh, no thorns in that, man. Fuck off, man. Get round the side of this fence, and this track here will take us all the way back up towards Penshaw Monument. This stretch here is pretty quiet. So again, it's another opportunity if you need a K-Swiss. In the words of Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park franchise, that is one big pile of shit. I always pop my head in there and I'm half expecting once to find somebody asleep or dead, because you can bet your bottom dollar that's a toot then. Fucking Tour de France, innit? Just over 4.5 mile in, we'll come to this crossroad section. We're going to head up that field there, back up towards Penshaw Monument. I'm not going to lie, this section here is probably the most challenging bit. It's a bit of a pull up to there. It doesn't look much like, but it's a calf burner. But we're not going to go all the way back to the top of Penshaw Monument. We're just going to go to the tree line area where I found the Rambo knife when I was a bairn. It's mad that, like, how something in your childhood will just stick with you. I mean, you're talking 30 years ago when I found that, and I've never ever forgotten it. But I will get up this bit when it's been raining. Once you come off the gap there, it's muddy as out. I don't know what it'll be like today, but that's primarily why I wore the scarpers this morning, for that bit there. I've put these bastard scarpers on expecting to be walking through Alabama swamp country, and you know what? It's dry as sticks. Christ's sake, man. Top of the monument just there over the trees. Right, so here you can go either or. This is less steep. I didn't think I've ever went up that last bit bank there. I'm gonna do it this way just to punish myself. Hiya! Right, so you can go back up these steps and that'll take you back up to the monument, or you can just head round like the middle section of it and back down. What I'm going to do, I will go back up this, it's pointless, there'll be a load of people up there now. So this must be the area somewhere in here where I found the knife. Gotta be round here. On the steps. Ah, it's Rambo people up here now. Exactly why I wanted to do it first light, because busy area. But we'll head back down now into Herrington Country Park, car park, and I'll have a bit of a scan round and show you how busy it gets down there. Right, so that's the first car park there. As you can see, it's filling up pretty quickly. There's just a stream of cars constantly coming in. It's only 9 o'clock now as well. This place will be rammed within the next hour or so. The last 2 mile on it I'm not going to bother doing. Like I say, it's too busy with dog walkers, and I've done it loads of times before, and there's not much to see really. It's just a couple of miles around the country park, so I'll go home. Right, I'll wrap it up. Not bad, easy route really. You're looking probably about 5.5, 6 mile without the last 2 put on. But another one you could do with your nana really, Doddle. Apart from that little bit last pull at the end, but if you take your time it's no bother. So hopefully next time I'll get a bit of a better weather forecast and be able to get up to Hexham and get that Sycamore Gap route knocked off again for the camera. But yeah, good to get out on a Sunday, and a good 3 points for the lads yesterday, which is class. Toodle bit.